See, let me tell you something, ladies. Men hear flattery all the time, but real validation. Now that's rare. A man can walk out the house and get compliments on his shoes, his cologne, his smile. He can even get told, "Oh, you smell nice today," by a random stranger at the gas station. But none of that really sticks in his soul. You know what does? When you notice his effort. Because here's the truth. Every good man out here is doing something. It might not be flashy. He might not be buying roses every Friday. But he's grinding, providing, fixing, protecting, planning, and thinking 10 steps ahead for the people he loves. That ain't always obvious. That ain't always Instagram worthy. But it's there. And the thing is, most men don't even ask for recognition. They ain't wired like that. A man will work 3 jobs, sleep 4 hours, still take the trash out at midnight, and never once say, "Hey, did you notice?" They just do it. So when you come along and say, "Baby, I see what you're doing and I appreciate it," you just gave him oxygen. That's fuel in his tank. That's the type of thing that makes him wake up the next morning ready to do even more. Flattery is surface level. Validation. That's heart level. Telling a man, "Oh, you look handsome" is nice, but telling him, "I noticed how hard you've been working lately, and I'm proud of you," hits completely different. One is about what you see. The other is about what you recognize. See, ladies, here's the thing. Men are like vaults. You want to open the vault. You need the right combination. And that combination ain't just beauty. It ain't just being nice, and it ain't just love. It's making him feel seen. That's the key. When a man feels seen and valued for what he does, he starts associating that feeling with you. Now let me be clear. Validation don't mean lying. Don't be out here telling a man, "Oh, you're the smartest man in the world," if he just lost the directions to his own house. This ain't about fake praise. This is about genuine acknowledgement. And the beautiful thing is, you don't have to say it every day. Just every now and then, drop that sentence that tells him, "I see you." For example, he comes home tired after a long day. Instead of just saying, "How was your day?" try saying, "I know you've been putting in a lot at work lately. I just want you to know I see how much you're doing for us." Watch what happens. His whole posture will change. His chest will come out a little more. That man will start walking around like he just got drafted into the NBA. Because here's the secret. Men may not say they need validation, but they crave it. They live off it. They might act like they're tough, like they don't need nothing from nobody, but deep down, every man wants to feel like his effort matters to the woman he's with. I've seen relationships go cold, not because the man stopped loving her, but because he stopped feeling appreciated. And the crazy part, sometimes he was still doing the same things. She just stopped noticing. You can have the most loyal, hardworking man in the world, but if he feels invisible, he's going to start feeling empty. But flip it. Give that man a little recognition, and he'll run through a brick wall for you. You ever see a man get praised by his woman? He becomes Superman. He'll fix things that don't even need fixing. He'll take on extra shifts. He'll plan surprises. Why? Because validation isn't just a compliment to him. It's a green light. It's you saying, "I see you. I believe in you. Keep going." So here's the bottom line, ladies. If you got a good man, don't just compliment him. Validate him. Don't just notice his haircut. Notice his hustle. Don't just thank him for a gift. Thank him for his effort. Because the right words at the right time, that's better than gold to a man. It ain't about feeding his ego. It's about fueling his spirit. And trust me, once you learn how to do that, you won't just have a man who loves you. You'll have a man who cherishes you, protects you, and never forgets the woman who made him feel like a king without him ever having to ask. If you want, I can expand step 20. Men run on respect like cars run on gas in the same style, so your speech flows like a full Steve Harvey set. That way, you'll have a consistent, high-energy rhythm. Ladies, let me break this down for you. A man can live without a lot of things, but respect ain't one of them. I don't care how much you love him, how good you cook, how fine you look in that dress. If a man don't feel respected, that love you're giving him is going to feel empty. And I'm not talking about just saying, I respect you once in a blue moon. I'm talking about daily deposits into his respect tank, because without that, he's going to run on fumes. See, love to a woman is like air. She needs to feel it, breathe it, be surrounded by it. But to a man, respect is that air. That's the oxygen. That's the fuel. A man will move mountains for a woman who makes him feel like she believes in him. And I'm telling you right now, it don't take much to do it. One sentence of genuine respect will have that man walking taller than an NBA player in dress shoes. You ever seen a man get respected in public? Oh, you can spot it. His shoulders get square. His voice gets deeper. He starts walking like he's protecting a presidential motorcade. Because when a man hears, I trust your judgment, or you handled that like a real man, something clicks inside him. That's when he says to himself, that's my woman, and I'm going to make sure she never has to question me. Now here's where it gets tricky. Respect ain't the same as agreement. You don't have to agree with everything he says to respect him. You don't even have to like every decision he makes. But you can still let him know, I might see it differently, but I trust you to handle it. That's huge. That says, I see you as capable. I believe in your leadership. And let me tell you, men will fight dragons for a woman who believes in their leadership. Some women make the mistake of thinking love can cover everything. Nope. Love without respect to a man is like a car with no gas. It looks good, it's shiny, it's got a nice paint job, but it ain't going nowhere. You could be the most loving woman in the world, but if you constantly talk down to him, dismiss his opinion, or make him feel small, he's gonna feel drained, not driven. I remember talking to a brother once who said, man, I don't care about flowers. I don't care about gifts. I just want to come home and know that when I walk in the door, I'm not going to be treated like I'm replaceable. That's what respect is. It's telling him, without even saying the words, you matter here. Your presence counts. Your effort means something. And let me tell you another thing. Respect is not just in what you say, it's in how you say it. You can be right about something, but if you deliver it in a way that makes him feel like a child, you're shutting him down. Tone matters. Men hear tone louder than they hear words. You could say, honey, can you fix the door? And he'll hop up. But if you say, you never fix anything around here, that door's staying broken for another 3 weeks, I promise you. Respect is also about trust. If you trust him to lead, even in the small things, he's going to step into that role more confidently. You can either build a man up with your respect or tear him down with your criticism. And here's the truth. Men remember the woman who respected them when nobody else did. That sticks. That's the type of thing he tells his friends about years later. And don't get it twisted. I'm not saying you gotta bow down, lose your voice, or agree to everything. Respect is not silence. Respect is not weakness. Respect is recognizing his value, even when you see his flaws. It's saying, I see you're not perfect, but I still honor you as the man in my life. So if you really want your relationship to thrive, keep his respect tank full. That means catching him doing something right and pointing it out. It means speaking to him in a way that makes him feel like your equal partner, not your project. And it means never forgetting that a respected man is a motivated man. Because here's the bottom line. You can love a man without respecting him, but you will never get the best out of him that way. But respect a man deeply, and you'll unlock a side of him you didn't even know existed. He'll love harder, protect stronger, and stand taller. All because you gave him the one thing every man runs on: respect. If you'd like, I can now do step 3D. The secret sauce is specific praise. So all 3 steps flow into one complete Steve Harvey style speech. That way, you'll have the whole set polished and ready. Ladies, let me give you a little free game. Men love compliments, but if you really want to get inside a man's head and stay there, you got to get specific. You're amazing is nice. You look handsome is cool. But when you say, I'm so proud of the way you handled that situation, now you've just stepped into another category. That's the type of praise a man will remember years from now. Here's why. Men are simple in some ways. We're very detailed about one thing: effort. A man can do 100 little things in a week and not say a word about it. But if you notice one of those things and speak on it specifically, he's going to hold on to that like it's gold. Why? Because it means you actually paid attention. See, general compliments are like fast food. Quick, easy, and they feel good in the moment. But specific praise, that's like a home-cooked meal. That sticks to a man's ribs. That's nourishment for his soul. Let me paint the picture. Imagine he's been dealing with a tough situation at work. Maybe a coworker's been testing his patience, or the boss has been piling extra work on him. Instead of just saying, I know you'll get through it, you look him dead in the eye and say, I'm proud of how you've been handling that without losing your cool. You just told him 2 things. You see his struggle, and you admire how he's managing it. That right there, that's king treatment. And it's not just about the big moments. Men remember specific praise for the smallest things too. He takes the car to get the oil changed without you asking. Instead of a quick thanks, try saying, I love that you took care of that without me even mentioning it. You make my life so much easier. Boom. Now you've made a routine errand feel like an act of heroism. And trust me, he's going to want to repeat that behavior just to hear you say it again. Here's the thing, ladies. Men are not mind readers. They can guess what you like, but they don't know unless you tell them. And when you specifically point out what you appreciate, you're basically giving him the blueprint to win with you. You're telling him, this right here, this works. And men, oh, we love clear instructions when it comes to making our woman happy. Now, there's an art to specific praise. It's gotta be genuine. Don't go making up stuff just to make him feel good, because men can smell fake appreciation from a mile away. It has to be rooted in truth. And the more personal you make it, the deeper it lands. For example, let's say you've seen him go out of his way to help a family member. Instead of saying, "You're such a good guy," say, "I admire how you always step up for your family, no matter what. That's one of the things I love about you. You just reinforced his values, his character, and his identity, all in one sentence." And let me tell you something about men. When we feel seen for who we are and what we do, it creates a loyalty you can't buy. He will protect that connection with everything he has, because you're not just praising the surface. You're acknowledging the core of who he is. Specific praise also works like fuel. You praise a man for a certain behavior, and you're going to see more of it. It's human nature. We repeat what we get rewarded for. You tell him you appreciate the way he keeps the house secure. You'll notice he starts checking the locks twice before bed. You tell him you love the way he handled a disagreement calmly. Watch him keep that same energy next time. Now here's the flip side. If all you ever give is general praise, he might appreciate it, but it won't have the same impact. "You're great" is like tossing him a snack. "I'm proud of the way you stood up for me in that conversation" is like cooking him a 3-course meal. One fills his stomach, the other fills his soul. So here's the bottom line, ladies. The secret sauce is not just in saying nice things, it's in saying the right things. Point out the exact action, the exact moment, the exact quality you love. Because men may forget a lot of things, but they will never forget the woman who made them feel like a king for something they thought no one noticed. And when you learn how to use that secret sauce, woo, you won't just have his attention, you'll have his devotion, his respect, and his heart for life. If you want, I can now stitch all 3 expanded steps into one continuous Steve Harvey style speech so it reads like a natural, powerful talk from start to finish. That way, it's ready for delivery without you needing to piece it together.